my Taurus friends, to Rebel Moon Tarot, my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This reading is for my Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising. If your birthday is between April 20th and May 20th, you are a Taurus Sun. So this reading is for the energy the first 2 weeks of October, and we're using the unfolding well now. Okay, I think the cards want us to start over. What do you think? I think that message is pretty clear. First, I'm going to give a good shuffle. That was certainly different. All right. We're going to cut the deck, remove any residual energy, and get the message for my Taurus friends there. We have a Six of Wands, an energy of success and victory. And we got a Four of Cups. Okay. The message that's coming through is take the victory. Okay. Yeah. Okay. True. Okay. One more card, please, yeah. Okay, it's coming through loud and clear in this message is that something you may be perceiving in the first 2 weeks of October as a failure is in fact some sort of divine intervention or divine protection. So even though you may be feeling as though you've lost something or you've been betrayed, you know, there's something that is breaking your heart. You don't know it yet, and you're not meant to know it yet, but this is something that's going to work out in your favor. And after a particular length of time, you'll begin to see that, but you're not meant to see this right now. You're meant to go through this energy. You're meant to go through this experience. It's part of your life story. It's part of your growth path, this learning path, and you know that cliche that it's happening for you and not to you. So there's some real growth that's going to happen in the first 2 weeks. With my Taurus friends, you have a real sense of grounding and stability. So when things show up that kind of don't fit the mold of what you were expecting or what you had planned for, it can really kind of rock your reality more than maybe most. But if you think back, if you look back at challenges that you have faced and difficulties that you've overcome, you'll see how much better you've become for it, how much you've learned, what you've been able to do with that knowledge, who you've been able to share it with, and how you've been able to help. Just know at this time it's not meant for you to know, okay? There's no choice or decision that you have to make. You simply have to let what's happening happen, okay? And try to keep yourself out of that mindset of loss or lack, okay? We can't possibly know what life's going to throw at us every time. And would life be worth living if we had a predictable outcome of every single day of our lives? I mean, I don't think so. Okay, those came out together. Yeah, we got the Six of Swords. Yeah, and the Page of Swords. So I feel like in this energy, and I'm not sure how it's going to resonate with everyone, but I feel like you're gaining, learning, or you are just even, you've always known it and you're just now starting to recognize that you have a way out. Like you have the knowledge in a particular area of how to move forward, how to move away from something. This is a reminder. It's something like similar to what you've had to do in the past, and it had a positive outcome. That you're the ideas person, and you can perhaps help lead others away from this harmful mindset maybe, or harmful path they may be on, and not by interfering so much with someone else's free will, but, or not interfering with someone else's free will at all really, but by living by example. All right. People are watching you, whether you recognize it or not, and people have learned from you, are inspired by you, and really trust and value your opinions and, you know, like your work ethic and your value system. You know, I love this card because it's the only Six of Swords card that I've ever seen that has a puppy, a puppy in the boat. And the Six of Swords, she's not in the boat moving away. Normally the illustration has a person in the boat and someone else is, you know, rowing the boat, and you see the back of her head, and usually she's with a child. You know, this is just a whole different, it's the same energy, but it's just showing us that it's a different perspective. So there's no one else that has to get you out of this. You're getting yourself out of this. You've jumped into the water and you're pushing that boat out to sea. And no one else is there rowing the boat and moving you out of difficult waters. You are taking the lead because there's a little beautiful soul that's watching you do this, that is relying on you, and that could be your inner child. This whole thing could be some difficult inner child trauma that you think has limited you in some way, and perhaps in the past it has, but you are overcoming and rising above, and all those kind of colloquial terms for, you know, succeeding. You know how to do this. You're brilliant and you're capable, and you've absolutely got this. Okay, I feel like this whole message belongs together, but I don't really, well, maybe I have the room. Let's see. This is the first 2 weeks of October, so not necessarily that something in particular is happening. It could be a realization. Okay, we're going to keep this down here. That's that action. Let's see, what else? Wow. Yeah, you're moving yourself. You're moving your loved ones. You're taking your possessions, and you are moving towards beauty. You're moving towards peace. Yep. King of Swords is that energy of knowing what to do next. King of Swords always knows what to do next. Sharp as a tack. Not always emotionally available so much, like definitely not the King of Cups kind of energy. The King of Swords is based in logic and rationality, you know. So there may be something specific, some specific way you have to move forward. Like maybe you've chosen to do this. You're chosen. Okay. Whew, it's all coming in so quickly. You're choosing to do this. And like I said, no one's pushing you in the canoe out. No one's pulling you away from what you need to get away from. You've jumped in the water and you are guiding your boat out into open waters and towards your bliss and your joy and what really is meant for you. King of Swords energy is also kind of like that. I feel like it's you in the sense that you know this is something that you have to do. Your mind's made up. And with my Taurus friends, I mean, you can be stubborn and you'll take time to really consider an action before you make it. And then once you do make that decision or that choice, you're one of the signs that's less likely to go back on what you've chosen. This King of Swords is also kind of the expert in a field. So don't hesitate to reach out if there's some aspect of this moving forward, some aspect of this healing and of this growth that needs an expert in some way, an expert of the mind. Maybe this is a therapist, a counselor, a social worker. This could be a lawyer, a real estate agent. This is someone who uses intellect in their field, okay, and can help you with logistics of something. And the Queen of Cups. Oh, beautiful energy there. This is you, Taurus. This Queen of Cups energy and justice. Yeah. You deserve this. You deserve this growth. You deserve this beautiful outcome. Woo! Yeah, look at that. Success. So we have this, let me get the bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so we start your reading with the Six of Wands. This energy of success and of winning and of overcoming challenges and being blessed and appreciative of your movement forward. It's a real victory card. And the Four of Wands cards ends your reading with a real sense of home and family and support and stability that my Taurus friends is what's so important to your well-being. The Four of Wands energy always gives me that 11-11 energy, which for me means you're in the right place. It's kind of a divine confirmation that what's happening is meant to happen, that you're on your growth path exactly where you're meant to be, and it's a confirmation that the growth that you're moving towards is exactly what's meant for you. Seven of Pentacles couldn't be more perfect for this reading, because the Seven of Pentacles is about growth, is about nurturing, is about acknowledging what you've done, where you've been, how far you've come. And I think if you could see yourself how others see you, you would truly stop giving yourself such a hard time, honestly. So this is going to resonate different for everybody, but know that this is right. This is justice. This is an acknowledgement of where you've been, what you've come through, and what you deserve. You know, this is an acknowledgement of your value and your growth and your importance in the world. Whoo-wee. My goodness, my Taurus friends. If you're so inclined, put something in the comments and let me know how this resonates for you, because it's absolutely beautiful. Let's go. We're going to get a Sacred Medicine Oracle card. So I feel feel like this message from the Sacred Medicine Oracle is going to be particularly profound for my Taurus friends. First 2 weeks of October, there's a lot going on. Is that just that one card? Yeah, they want to focus on that one card. Let's see what it is. Number 11, there's the 11 again. Roots, reconnection. Let's read this. When we search outside of ourselves for belonging, connection, or attachment, we can forget the vast network of power available to us right below our feet. This power has always extended from our ancestors to the earth. Nothing is ever lost. The wisdom pulsing right through our souls. There is potent medicine for you that lives in your blood and bones waiting to be uncovered. There are many unseen treasures ready to be unlocked as you return to the power of your familial and cultural ties. Within your lineage and bloodline, there is profound beauty, radiance, and inherent knowledge. This is a time of discovery for you. Are there parts of your ancestry that you are ignoring because they don't feel magical or mysterious? Do you feel grief around the fact that you don't know much about your heritage? Maybe you have accepted the idea that only certain cultures carry the medicine that you need. This card is here to hold a mirror up to the potential of all that lies within you. Your roots matter, and a journey of continued self-discovery awaits. There's a healing affirmation with this card. My roots and medicine ways are powerful. I honor the fullness of where I've come from and how that impacts the generations to come. So again, this healing affirmation. My roots and medicine ways are powerful. I honor the fullness of where I've come from and how that impacts the generations to come. That's your message right now from the Sacred Medicine Oracle. Also get a message from the Angel Guide Oracle for you. Feeling sneezy. That could happen. Whoa. Okay. We got one card right there, and we've got another right there. Okay. Feel like these have a wonderful message for you. We've got forgiveness and understanding and surrender. Forgiveness and understanding and surrender. We'll read forgiveness and understanding first. As soon as you see the word forgiveness, you'll know where this energy is needed in your life. Forgiveness is a correction to human vision, an opportunity to see through the eyes of the soul, and ultimately it gives us an idea of what it's like to see through the eyes of our angels. Whatever the situation that feels heavy on your heart right now, when this card appears, your angel guide is inviting you to release it. You aren't being asked to accept bad behavior or let it go, but to realize that the only person who's truly being affected by your unforgiving thoughts and feelings is you. You don't deserve to have past events get in the way of present happiness, and that can only happen if you make space by releasing painful experiences from your heart. So call in your angels and ask them to help you step into the energy of forgiveness. Even if you feel you don't know how to forgive, the willingness to do it will be enough. Forgive yourself if you must, my Taurus friends. Sometimes forgiving our own selves is the hardest. Surrender. Surrender is a spiritual practice, and it's not an easy one. But angels are working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold with ease when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Take time to surrender. Nope. Take time to realize that in order to be helped, you must surrender your need for control over the situation that is on your mind. Hand over your concerns and the entire situation to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you will allow angels of light to swoop in and help everything transform. If you find yourself having difficulties letting go of the reins, it's because there's a part of you that's not willing to receive the help. or miracles that you deserve. Hand over all your concerns to God and let the miracles in. My Taurus friends, you don't have to control every situation. Sometimes we just need to let go. Now, for some reason, I'm doing this big shuffle of the angel cards, which I normally don't do. So we're going to close out your reading, my Taurus friends, with an angel number. And this angel number you may see anywhere. When you see the angel number, you're being asked to remember the message on the cards, as well as the message in this reading. So let's get this message for you. 0220, act on your own idea. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. Beautiful. Keywords on this card are realistic and practical approach, goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation, and discipline. So act on your idea. And 5555, clarity. You aren't a victim of circumstances, rather you are the beneficiary of it. Isn't that what we just said? If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. We said that too. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you're willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. How's that for acknowledgement and confirmation? Keywords are great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast pace forward, and process. So my Taurus friends, this has been your message for the first 2 weeks of October. If you enjoyed it and it resonated with you in some way, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're interested in hearing what energy is coming through for you in the last 2 weeks of October, please hit subscribe and you'll be notified when I upload that reading. So until next time, bye-bye.